This is the Toy-Con Blaster, which is a tabletop device that can be used to shoot beams of infrared light to hit its targets. Let's take a closer look at the blaster itself, shall we? The blaster is made using only cardboard and hot melt glue and is reasonably lightweight when you don't have the Nintendo Switch console in it. At the bottom of the blaster is a stand and spring to allow it to stand on a flat surface and keep stable whilst allowing you to move it around and aim at targets. The 4 legs poking out at each side stop it from toppling over. The body of the blaster is where the Nintendo Switch system fits. Using the mask that comes with each Nintendo Labo kit, you can fit a cutout of a scope to help aim while playing. The scope has markings on the side to display how many points you have throughout the game. Once you reach 50 points, the bar on the left empties and the bar on the right increases. If you have trouble aiming with the scope, the sight at the top of the blaster helps you align targets with the scope on screen. I'll show you more of that later. The 2 handles on each side are adjustable and can be switched to suit the needs of the player. If you have a left-handed friend, no problem. Just switch over the handle to the left-hand side and start playing. Now let's see how the blaster works. Here you can see that on the Nintendo Switch display there are white squares moving around on the screen. This is what the IR camera sees. To control the cannon, you simply tilt and rotate it, and when a target is in the center of the scope, bang! Press the ZL button on the Joy-Con on the left or right hand side of the cannon to shoot. When moving the blaster, the right Joy-Con utilizes HD rumble and the Nintendo Switch system makes a clicking noise similar to a fishing rod to make the blaster feel a lot bigger and powerful. Let's take a look at the programming behind the Toy-Con. This Toy-Con utilizes almost all of the space provided in the Toy-Con garage, making it a tiny bit messy, but it's not too bad. In the center is the main input of the Toy-Con. Using the IR input node and the middle bullseye node, as long as there's an IR input where the bullseye node is, we can shoot. However, we're missing one more input for it to be able to shoot. To be able to shoot, we need to press the ZL button. Using it with the AND node with the IR input in the bullseye node below, we can successfully shoot. Once these requirements are fulfilled, 1 point is added to the counter. You may also notice all of these additional vibration and sound effects nodes up here. When there is no target in front of the blaster, pressing the ZL button will result in the left Joy-Con to vibrate. However, if there is a target, it will vibrate at different frequency utilizing the HD rumble of the Nintendo Switch and output a laser sound effect. The score utilizes counters to add points and output them. Every hit on a target scores you 1 point. If you fill up a bar on the left, which is 50 points, it empties and is added to the bar on the right, which shows points in multiples of 50. Every 50 points you receive a friendly cheer too. At the end of the game, you can use the markings on the scope to tally your scores. At the bottom is a long line of timer nodes. This is what limits the game. The timer lasts for 90 seconds and once it starts, you can then begin playing. If the timer is not active, shooting targets will not add any points. To begin the timer, touch the center of the scope and a countdown will begin. Now let's actually play with the Toy-Con Blaster and see it in action. To make the Toy-Con more fun and interesting, I designed my own shooting gallery using an old cardboard box. From there I used only cardboard, hot melt glue, double-sided tape and a few pins for rotating mechanisms, and voila! The shooting gallery component is done. Here are the main mechanisms within the gallery. In the bottom right of the box, there are numerous mechanisms. These all use cardboard tabs that can be pushed, pulled, or pressed, which show or hide the IR markers to the Toy-Con Blaster. Just above these targets is a rotator that hides and shows a cardboard balloon with an IR marker on it. This one is challenging to hit compared to the targets below. On the right hand side of the box is a slide and another window. There are 2 cardboard barrels with IR markers on them that roll down the slide. These targets are the most difficult to hit, so hopefully your friend isn't too mean and only rolls down the barrels. The center of the box is pretty boring, until only 15 seconds remain. Once there are 15 seconds left, a third Joy-Con vibrates behind the box, telling the person behind the box to pull the tab at the top of the box. This causes the skyscraper to fall over, revealing the final battle against Cardzilla. He has 4 different targets on his body, which are quite small and move around. Good luck defeating this Tyrannus foe. For those wondering, this is what the gallery looks like through the eye of the IR camera. Whenever an IR marker pops up into view, it reflects the IR beams from the camera directly back to it, making it glow. The footage here was recorded from the Toy-Con RC car. When playing with the Toy-Con Blaster in the Toy-Con Garage, the input will never be as delayed or as slow as it is in a live video feed in the Toy-Con RC game. Alright, enough talking, let's get straight into a game. That was intense. Let's see how many points I got. 129 points! I'd say that's a new high score for me. I hope you liked this custom Toy-Con creation and that it inspired you to make one of your own. Thank you very much for watching.